Alright, what's up guys? I'm here to do my review on the first episode of Dantalian no Shoka. Now, this is some sort of mystery anime set in the 1800s, 1900s, almost like Go Sick, which really does remind me of Go Sick because there is another little girl with long hair, except she has purple hair, and a guy from, living in England or whatever, almost like in Go Sick. So, seems like there's animes being created that look like Gosick, but I'd say that Gosick set the bar for that type of anime. Gosick was amazingly done. Now let's get back to this anime. So in this anime, Huey, the main character with blonde hair, basically inherits his grandpa's book collection and his grandpa's house and everything, and he basically drives over there with his long journey and gets to his grandpa's house or mansion, whatever, and goes down to the book library thing that his grandpa has, because his grandpa collects a lot of rare books and everything. And obviously, he sees the girl, Dalian is what her name is, and he thinks she's a doll, just like Gosek, and then immediately she lifts her head up, and he figures out that she's not a doll. But what I think is funny is when he comes up to talk to her, he doesn't necessarily expect that she lives there. So he just says, he goes, I'm looking for, I don't necessarily remember what he said. I think it was like 4 words, I don't remember, but he says, I'm looking for this, and my grandpa might have a pet or something. I have to feed it. So he basically mistakes the girl that he's looking at now for a pet that he thinks, because his grandpa said he has to take care of the person living there. Now he doesn't put the pieces together and think that this girl is the person his grandpa wants him to take care of. So she gets mad and slaps him and says, my name is Dahlia and I'm the person you're supposed to take care of, bitch. So basically he calls her a pet. Now, I mean, if I was called a pet, I'd straight fuck someone up, so I'm not so fucking pet, right? So, he lucked out with just a slap. But what I want to talk about is the way she talks. It feels like she's very knowledgeable. She talks not in like a normal manner. She uses the words insolent, and those kind of words kind of show you that she's knowledgeable and she has a different way of speaking, a higher way of speaking, a higher vocabulary, you could say. So you kind of imagine that she might not be human, or she's been alive for a long time, because during the episode you hear her say, you insolent human, or you human. So she calls him a human, but she herself is in human form. So it kind of makes you think she might not be a human. I'm not sure if this was already stated in the summary before you read it on the Anime News Network or something. I didn't look at the summary because I was a little busy, so I just jumped straight into the anime. So I don't know if that was already stated in the summary of this anime. But if it was, just pointing it out. But to me, it felt like she's not necessarily human. She might be herself a demon. And basically, what happens next is his grandpa was murdered, which is the reason why Huey came here to his grandpa's place and inherit his mansion book place thing. And I don't even have a name for it yet. But apparently, his grandfather's friend or colleague or someone killed him and took a phantom book. Now these phantom books are something that's not supposed to be known. It's supposed to be kept hidden and sealed away, because I guess what's in them gets turned into reality or something like that. And basically, this guy named Conrad, he just even sounds like a jackass. The name Conrad just sounds, it gives you the impression of an evil villain, Conrad, or some bad guy. And this guy ends up killing his grandfather and stealing the book. And you see that he opens the book, and I guess he dies because he's not fit to read the book. I guess he's not mentally fit, or he doesn't have the powers or something to read the book. So he dies, and the book unleashes its power and kills everyone in Conrad's little mansion place. And Huey and Dalian come in to basically seal and take away the phantom book. And you meet some psychotic guy in a clown, not a clown, a Joker mask. So, he's using knives like the Joker. He basically gets popped in the face with a .44 Magnum. And He's basically like, bitch, get the fuck out of my face, with a 44 Magnum to the face, and he disappears in the dust. And he moves on, and you see a dragon. He tries to shoot the dragon, but obviously the gun doesn't work because it's a dragon. So I don't understand what he was doing with the gun. I guess I guess he had nothing else to do. So obviously you would have to use a gun to try and kill it. Although it didn't necessarily kill it at all. And then they were talking about how, and then they met a lion before the dragon, and the lion also gets popped in the face, and then the dragon comes in. So I guess Dantalian ends up saying, I acknowledge you as my keeper. Now read the text, or read the enchantment or something. I don't remember what she said. And he ends up taking a key out of his chest. Now the key is pretty interesting because he had it at the start of the anime, and you hear Dantalian when they start eating and I guess have lunch or whatever. She notices the key and asks him, where did you get the key? He doesn't necessarily state where he gets the key, so it's a little mystery where he got the key. Maybe his grandfather gave it to him and anticipated he would die and gave it to his grandson. But he basically uses the key to unlock something on her chest, and reaches into her chest and grabs this light, which turns into a book. This golden light, which turns into a book. So I think it's kind of weird that he puts his hand into her chest and grabs a book, or grabs a golden light that turns into a book. But I mean, it's kind of cool in a way and kind of weird in another way. And what I forgot to mention was at the start of the episode, right off the bat, when you play it, you hear this heavy breathing that goes. Now, someone please tell me it doesn't sound like someone is getting raped at the beginning of the episode. He's like, really, I thought someone was getting raped or molested or something. Right off the bat of the episode. It was not a good way to start the episode. It just sounded like someone was getting raped. But it turns out to be Huey when he was a little kid. I don't know why he was breathing that heavily, making it sound like he was being raped, but I thought it was funny. I really did laugh at the beginning of the episode because I thought someone was getting raped or some guy was, fooling around with a girl or something. Near the end, he basically takes the book out and says this really long verse. He reads the book and basically reads it for a long time, almost like a minute, and he just keeps reading and reading. Obviously, the text is in English, so you're able to understand it. I don't necessarily want to go through what he said. It's a little waste of time. But he sees it, the dragon disappears, and they lock the book. Now, that was the first episode. I honestly think this anime is probably close to the top for this season. If any of you have seen the other reviews I've done, you would know that I hate the summer lineup. It is horrible. Not that many good animes out this season. I really just don't like it. There's not that much for me to actually watch this season. So, this one, I think this one and 2 or 3 more other ones that are really well done. The animation, the story, the plot. Probably about 2 or 3 animes that I actually watch this anime. Otherwise, this anime is just bloop down the drain. I really don't like it. That's it for this review. So thanks for watching, and if you like the videos, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.